Hey, what's up guys? It's me, the Fear Raiser, here today bringing you another Let's Get Personal. I hope you guys are strapped in and ready because this Let's Get Personal is weird, okay? I don't want to say it's short and sweet because it's definitely not sweet, but it's weird, okay? It's short and weird. But before we get into it, guys, let me just explain Let's Get Personal. If you're new to the show, is the show where I answer questions that you guys send in that you obviously feel comfortable with sending into me at that email right there, Fear.LGP@hotmail.com. I usually go through it and I pick one and I feature it for each episode. And all I really do is just talk about it, give my advice. But I also like to ask you, the audience watching this, to of course leave your opinion in the comment sections below. You could be helping this person out. You leave their advice or your advice for them. They go down, they look, and then they got a lot more to say or a lot more to see and a lot more advice to take than just from me personally. So technically it's like our community, this community of us with this show is helping this person out. So it's definitely really awesome, a lot of positive energy. So I do suggest you do so if you want to be really nice and just help someone out. And also guys, I'd really appreciate it if you could drop a like on the video. I always love seeing you guys leaving likes and just showing you interaction on my videos and stuff like that. So if you definitely enjoy this, you should totally do it. So I'm not going to drag this out anymore. Okay, I'm going to get right into it. And like I said, this is kind of short, but when I read it, it kind of creeped me out immediately. So this is what it is. So it says, this happened a while ago, like 2 months ago or something. I am 13 years old and my tech teacher, who may I add is something like a 55-year-old man, started acting really weird around me and one of my friends. He even gave me 100 on a test with hearts instead of zeros. I went to his class the next day and he just glared at me like he was in love with me. He whispered in my ear, "I love you," just as I was about to leave. It's been 2 months and I'm still scared that he's going to show up at my door. You're the first person I've told about this and I just need some help for the situation. Well, there it is, everybody. We have a pedophile teacher on our hands. So, for one, I know it's a little too late, but for anybody else who has gone through this situation, because hey, we all go to school, we all, have teachers and stuff, but if you got a teacher, okay, that says, "I love you," the other stuff is kind of like, totally like, you never really know. It could have just been a big misunderstanding. But to whisper in your ear, "I love you," if that is in fact what had happened, yeah, that's a big no. That's a big red flag right there. Teachers are there. They're supposed to teach. They're supposed to, they're supposed to teach. They're supposed to be teachers. They're role models, okay? For kids and to help us learn. They're not there to, shoot out the moves, especially if you're 13 and this guy is 55, okay? 18 plus is legal, okay? Anything below, you're a pedophile. That's just how it is. So for one, it's a little bit regretting that you waited 2 months and I'm the first person you told about this, because honestly, that's really creepy that this even happened. That goes without saying. I've never had that happen to me before, thank God. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a pretty obvious thing to say right now that you should not be holding that in. That is very creepy, and who even knows? This guy could have been doing this to other kids as well. I mean, and the fact that you got the hearts there and etc., etc., I think it's very obvious, and I know I say this in a lot of my Let's Get Personal, guys, but let's face it, a lot of you guys are all, like, pretty young viewers. Some of you aren't, but a majority of us all still, like, are with our parents and stuff like that. So it is always a suggestion of mine to talk to your parents and to tell them, because that's a big red flag. That's really bad. And the other thing, too, is that you should also tell, I guess, the principal, the school board, anybody, the office, if this is in fact, as black and white as you said it is, that he whispered, "I love you." If he said it like that way, I can't really imagine any other way a teacher would say that, you know, without like, intentionally meaning that. Yes, you should, you know, tell the school board about it and how uncomfortable you felt about it and about all these other things. But yeah, that would be my suggestion. Again, this goes for anybody, any of you guys watching this. If any of this stuff has happened to you guys as well out there, don't keep it in. Don't keep it in for any reason, not especially, you know, not just this reason, other reasons as well. If you're uncomfortable, guys, you know, it's probably the worst thing you could do is just not talk about it, because that usually just doesn't, you know, doesn't work, especially, you know, crazy stuff like this. I always suggest, and you wanna know something, as we grow older, things get less and less uncomfortable to talk about. And when you're younger, like, it's understandable, because, you know, like, I mean, I was there, your parents were there, we're all there. But as you grow up, and take it from me, things get a lot easier to talk about, and it is always best to start early and talk to your parents about it, or just, you know, be open about whatever, etc., etc. But again, I would suggest you talk to your parents. I would suggest you talk to the school board, because if this is the case, if this guy is in fact doing this, not just to you, but to other people, other kids, then it is definitely a good idea to fix that problem immediately by telling the school board, because I'm sure that guy will not be lasting there if that is actually the case. But with that being said, though, guys, thank you so much for watching today's Let's Get Personal. Again, if you have some advice for this person, just leave it in the comment section below. I'm sure they will greatly appreciate your help in this situation. And if you have anything you want to send my way to possibly get featured on the show, the email's down in the description below, and you can just send it there, and hopefully it will get featured for the next Let's Get Personal. Alright guys, again, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, feel free to check out the other content on my videos. It'd be totally awesome. You know, if you're bored, have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!